Hi, welcome to The Music Scene. I'm your host, Stephanie DeGraw. We're going to be talking to bands, interviewing them, seeing some of their concert footage, and of course, checking out their latest video. Keep it right here for The Music Scene. Hi, and welcome to The Music Scene. I'm your host, Stephanie DeGraw. Today we have a very special band that has come to us from Las Vegas, and they're out touring, so we decided to catch up with them. I'm talking to Theory of Flight, and why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name's Bo Hodges, I'm the lead singer of the band.
Great.
I'm Vince Casas, and I'm the guitarist.
I wanted to tell everyone these guys have been hard at work on an album, and they've just released it. What is the name of it?
The name of the album is Within Reach, and it just released in stores on April 20th. And it's doing good. We're actually really excited about some of the numbers, and everybody that's buying it is really enjoying it, and we're excited.
What was your inspiration behind this album, as far as the title or any particular reason why you put these songs on it?
Great question.
Well, this album was a conglomeration of a lot of hard work and just the process of becoming a band. And Vince is actually been the primary writer.
And a lot of the ideas on this thing has either were finished by him or started by him, and so the album is called Within Reach, and basically what that is about is kind of the process that we've gone through and feeling like, man, that feeling like you're almost there.
Right.
And as we were recording this record, the world was kind of just crumbling around everybody. The financial situation of our nation and war and all this stuff, and we really wanted to create an album that was positive and that had a good vibe and a good feel to it, and made people feel good on the inside. And so when we started to choose the name of the record, it was that's kind of how it felt. I was like, man, we're right there. Everybody, don't give up.
I like that message.
That's kind of what one of our stronger messages that we feel strongly about. So.
Well, that leads me to the next question as to how would you explain the music that the band is presenting now to people that are just getting acquainted with you? How would you describe your music?
We want to define a genre. We're not doing it yet, but hopefully over the course of the next 3 or 4 albums, we'll have an opportunity to maybe do that. I don't know. But this disc and this music is definitely kind of just a rock alternative. We're a rock band.
Yeah.
And we like to turn it up loud and crank up the sound, but at the same time we really like to be and want to be extremely melodic and smart musically, and a lot of harmonies. And I was a big Beach Boys fan too, and I love when I see bands kind of do what we do. We roll in 2 and 3 and 4 part harmonies and do them well. It's hard to do that live.
Yes.
We work very hard to do that. And so, rock alternative, got a pop flair to it, and so buy the CD, listen to it. You tell us what it is.
You guys have been playing for a while. How long have you been playing together?
We've been a band about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's kind of turn the tables a little bit and go back in time a little bit. Maybe tell me where you grew up and some of your musical influences, and admit to some of the groups that you used to listen to.
Oh gosh. Well, I grew up in Maryland, the southern part of Maryland, and let's see. I think when I was growing up, I listened to a lot of classical music.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I hadn't really gotten into rock music too much until late in high school or early in college. So a lot of the groups I listened to when I was growing up were like Plum and Sixpence.
The Bee Gees.
No. No way. No, but yeah, definitely a lot of the female fronted groups. Because I really appreciate like female vocals and things like that. I actually started as a studio engineer.
Oh, okay.
And so obviously that was my job for a while, which is why I engineered the album and stuff like that. And you kind of get a little burnt out on listening to stuff all day, so you kind of go home and just relax. Yeah. So as far as my musical influences, just a lot of that kind of stuff. One of the groups that I really did like back in the day was a group called PFR. It was a 3-piece, and they were just very, very harmony driven. And I will tell you this:
Okay.
first band that I ever attached myself to were the Beach Boys, and so
Right on.
yeah, definitely. And so
Okay.
I don't listen to them now, but they were really cool back
Yeah.
then. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So vocally, that's kind of my focus. Although I'm a guitarist.
Mhm.
When I write, I like to write for vocals. That's really
That is interesting because all those things you've just said influences your songs today in a way differently. Like I don't meet a lot of people that have that classical background, so that's really fun and interesting. And then what about you?
Oh wow, I'm probably, when it comes to music, like Vince and I are like the exact opposites because we came from just a totally different world. I grew up in Alaska, and which was really great. It's a beautiful place, but it's an edgy place. It's really a kind of a hard place. You know, you think of cold and winter and mountains, and that crosses over to kind of a lot of even an edgy atmosphere. A lot of the kids grow up listening to really heavy music and all that. So, you know, my first experience of really falling in love with music was actually listening to a lot of old school country stuff, because that's what my granddad listened to, Kenny Rogers and you know, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and all that stuff. And so that was kind of when I first started falling in love with music, and grew up listening to a lot of heavy music. I listened to everything from, you know, Metallica, Rage Against the Machine, and all those, you know, those kind of bands. And now I like everything. I love music. It's just it is the greatest love language on the planet. We're really happy to be doing what we're doing. We just released a brand new video called "Set the Night on Fire." Hopefully that has an opportunity maybe some point in this broadcast for you to catch a glimpse of that. But you can find it on YouTube. You can also find all of our stuff on our website at theoryoflightmusic.com, or just Google search Theory of Flight Music or Theory of Flight Band, or just the name Theory of Flight, in our MySpace and Facebook. Find us on Facebook, and one of the things we really work hard at doing is staying really connected with our fans, and in a moment, you know, I'll get a little blurb on my iPhone, and I've got a comment from somebody in Ohio that just found our CD and liked a certain song. Write them right back. Thank you. That's awesome. And that's something that we thrive on, and just we love connecting with fans. And
That's
so find
powerful.
us, reach out
Yeah.
to us. We love the community that happens when that takes place. So.
Right, that exchange back and forth. And
Absolutely.
I think that's exciting. I know a lot of bands are into the social networking and media, but if you can take a moment to just touch them back and let them know you appreciate it, that's pretty cool. Thanks so much for joining us. We've had a great time with Theory of Flight out of Las Vegas. Check them out on the internet and also on Comcast On Demand. Thanks for watching The Music Scene. I'm Stephanie DeGraw.